Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome. Paul and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for a much-anticipated main event. Each man comes into this fight supremely expecting to deliver a W. He's on his way to take this tough challenge inside the ropes, but not much focus and passion in these final moments leading the way here. Sullivan's got his eye on the prize. He has complete focus on his ring walk here.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Nice job snapping those jabs by Sullivan. Scored well with the left downstairs. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. .90 seconds to go here in this round. Last 10 seconds of this first round. This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological.
Right.
Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head, he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body, because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Good shot there with that left. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Right to the head and right to the canvas.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor. All you! Now put him away!
That's a good block by Sullivan.
Side to side. Move your head.
Sullivan scoring with that right hand. 1, 2 jabs up top. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Halfway through round number 2. Protecting his head well with his guard.
Keep working the body.
Fires right back at him. And now he's targeting upstairs. Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
Keep working the body.
There's that overhand right.
Back to the body.
Can you believe that? What a change in momentum. He just got rocked. Moments ago, he was the one hurting his opponent.
Reminds you of this song, I can do anything you can do, only better.
Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
What a revealing round we just saw. Each man was able to hurt the other. You really can tell how much is on the line here between these two.
Yeah, they both came here. I mean, they're in the best shapes of their career. They came here understanding what this fight means.
All right, deep breath now. Deep breath. Relax. Relax. Are you all right? Now, I need you to keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, all right? I need you to focus.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now, look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Off the target by Sullivan.
Pace yourself.
And he's holding. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Sullivan's left landing well. Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Not focusing.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. How do you break out of this, Teddy? How do you break out of this mold where you're just thinking defense because you got hurt earlier in the fight?
Well, a good corner. First of all, a corner guy has to tell him, hey, look, are you just trying to survive right here? Because if that's what you're going to do, okay, you may survive, or he may just step it up where you don't even have a chance to survive later. But if you want to win this fight, you have to get a hold of yourself, you have to listen to me, and you have to find a way to create offense again.
You see him holding on. That was a miss by Sullivan.
Pace yourself. You need to block more.
Sullivan's got to shore things up a bit there. That was a destructive counterpunch he got hit by. Last 10 seconds. He missed with that headshot. Teddy, based on what we're seeing here early on, I think he was much too amped up for this fight. He came out, he was hyper with the way he was throwing punches, and now he's starting to tire.
Yeah, I agree with you, Joe. He started too fast. He threw a lot of punches, but not effective punches. He didn't place those shots, and now he's paying a price.
All right, breathe in. Take a deep breath. Great job that round. You're doing well.
Now you're starting to see the rewards of all that hard work and training leading up to this fight. As we start round number 4, Teddy's already put his man down, and he's up 3 rounds to 0.
Yeah, well, he's in great condition, and he came here knowing that he was going to have to keep a busy work rate, and he's been doing that.
Unable to score with the hook. There he is from long range using that jab.
Joe, if you're on the outside, say at a picnic, you want to keep those insects away, you use insect repellent. While you're on the outside as a fighter, you want to keep your opponent away, that jab, that's the way to go.
Sullivan's strategy has been to control things on the outside, and the jab fits perfectly into it.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. He's kept his opponent defensive, kept him off balance, off stride, and it's also set up his power shots whenever he's wanted to.
Now his opponent got away from that uppercut. And he ties up on the inside. That is a strong uppercut there. "90 seconds to go in round number 4. A sharp jab by Sullivan. Sullivan's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. He returns the favor with an uppercut. the left hand upstairs. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Accurate counter punch by Sullivan.
Hands up, hands up.
10 seconds to go in the fourth. Sullivan stunned by that shot. Wow! He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it. Sullivan's wish came true. He was hoping for the end of that round. Now he has it. That was the only thing stopping him from going down.
Yeah, but it's not over. You know, you have to think like a fighter thinks. Yeah, for that moment he got a reprieve, but he's got to go back in 1 minute and face it again. Does he have the wherewithal to do that?
Come on, what's going on? We need to win more rounds, right? We got to do something.
You gotta watch the water.
Throwing our game plan out the fucking window here. We still...
He's trying to get momentum back. He gave it away in that last round when he was knocked down.
Well, he got a little pit stop in the corner, so now he's got to be like that race car driver coming out of the pits. You know, you come out of there cautiously. Don't get hit with anything as you're coming out. You know, don't cross those lanes too quick, and then get back into the flow.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Sullivan's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Up top with the quick hook. Nowhere close, that punch by Sullivan. Sullivan's hit by a big left. Oh, and there you go. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sullivan's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react.
Focus.
Halfway into round number 5 here. He just missed that shot up top. Sullivan's finding a way to get a breather here, and the way he's doing it is, and just like that, things turn around. A back and forth round. Both men have been rocked.
This is what boxing's about. This is what battle is about. This is what human spirit is all about.
Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by Sullivan.
Left and right, left and right.
Wow, is he defensively sound. Unable to score with the hook. Effective work with that flush overhand right. So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself a bit. Do you go after it? Do you get super aggressive here, having had your man hurt? Or do you still have to employ a certain amount of caution?
It's kind of like being at the carnival. You know, you just hit the bullseye, and you got that big stuffed animal you can give to your wife or your girlfriend. But now he doesn't want you to go away with that.
Oh, no.
No. He tells you, wait a minute, try again. You could trade that in for something even bigger. But you might lose the one you have already. That's the question.
All we need is water up the sink. You don't need that. Throw that away.
Sullivan's coming off a round in which he was shook up really bad. He hit the canvas again. He needs things to change. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. And yet another big shot comes in. And for the second time tonight, he goes down.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And it's over. Look at this. Sullivan bombs away, worked again. Knockout victory for him. Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know, can a guy punch? Can a guy defend? You know, can a guy control distance? But you want to know, can a guy finish? He got the answer. Yes, he can finish.
For Tunney Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great evening.